Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, thank you so much to each and every one of you guys for 24,000 subscribers. We were able to achieve that in the last live stream, so thank you so much for that support and the love that you always show me and the channel. Really, really appreciate that. We're going to talk about Maurizio Pochettino's first Chelsea press conference. It has turned out to be a blockbuster. Look, I didn't get to watch it live. In fact, I still haven't watched it. I'm going to watch it after these videos delivered. I literally just woke up about an hour ago, but I've picked up all the comments, all the quotes from it, and it looks like a magnificent job that this guy's done. I'm feeling the charisma. Let's go.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a lot to talk about. Obviously, Pochettino's first Chelsea press conference. We're going to go through some of the key points that he's talked about and bring it forward and see what you guys feel about it as well. I'm feeling wonderful about this guy now, man. I know I was a little bit skeptical in the beginning. I wanted Luis Enrique, if you guys remember, but now this guy's our gaffer and he's showing me the charisma, man. I always knew he had the charisma, but now the fact that he's here and we're getting to hear him and we're getting to see exactly what he feels about Chelsea Football Club and what his ambitions are, what his targets are, I'm loving it, man. I can't wait till the matches start in this pre-season, and I can't wait till the new season starts. I'm feeling confident about this particular gaffer, man. So we've got to talk about Maurizio Pochettino, and then, of course, we got a here we go for Christian Pulisic. I said it to you guys yesterday, I believe, that within the next 24 to 48 hours, I even said within the next 24 hours, I think we're going to get a here we go, and we definitely have got a here we go. So we're going to talk about Christian Pulisic and a whole heap of other bits and bobs that's been flying around, a little bit of information about Caicedo as well. So let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. First up, Pochettino. My target is to win. If you're in a club like Chelsea, you can't talk about doing a nice job or playing well. Ladies and gentlemen, gone are the days of the lads gave it everything. That's life. Talking about XG post-match, talking about, even though we lost, it was a very, very good performance from the lads. Nah. As Jose Mourinho said a while back, you're no longer a big club when you start appreciating losses because you played well. That's not how a big club operates. And I love the fact that Maurizio Pochettino has just come out from the get-go and just said, my target's to win. I know what it means to be a Chelsea manager. This is no place to just dilly-dally around. This is not a, kindergarten sort of play group, bunch of kids over here. No, we are serious. We are here to win. That is the motto. That is the name of the business over here. So absolutely love how from the get-go Pochettino has set the benchmark that, look, of course, there's going to be a time of adaptation. Of course, players will need to understand and buy into Pochettino's game plan and his, structure and the organization. But let's not kid ourselves. Let's not fool around. The aim of the game is to win trophies. Now, it's going to be very difficult to expect to win something next season in terms of winning the Premier League, but there's the two domestic competition. We got to go as far as possible and see if we can potentially win one. And that would go a long way to building that confidence towards Pochettino from the players, from the fans, and from his own backroom staff members as well. So let's see what happens. Much like what Eric Ten Hag did with Manchester United, the Carabao Cup and then the FA Cup, Carabao Cup title and then the FA Cup final as well. So something like that is would be very, very prudent. Pochettino, patience. I think when you are at a club like Chelsea, you have to deliver from day one. Maurizio Pochettino. And you know what? This guy, for me, I don't even think he's just saying it for the sake of saying it. Like, he understands. He truly understands. Like, this guy, he's been around the blocks now for a little while. Like, he's been a top manager for a long time. He's managed Southampton. He's managed prior to Southampton, Espanyol. And Espanyol, a lot of people will tell you that Espanyol team, gave it a good shot against the likes of Barcelona and so on and so forth. And then obviously Southampton, he made Southampton somewhat relevant and made those players really good to the point where Liverpool just raided Southampton left, right, and centre. Then obviously he went to Spurs and once again made Spurs relevant. I honestly, before Pochettino, I did not even pay too much attention towards Spurs. And when Pochettino came in, he truly made them relevant. And then, of course, went to PSG. Didn't entirely work out his way, but PSG, not many managers work out over there. There's a lot of political issues over there, a lot of egotistic players as well. But I think that experience would have given him, something to learn from. So hopefully he can take that and bring it to Chelsea Football Club. So I love it. I love this. Once again, everything that he's saying, bang on. Pochettino earlier about Chelsea job. The first meeting, I love this. This is where the charisma comes in. The first meeting was on Zoom with Paul and Laurence. The first thing I said was, do you need to convince me or do I need to convince you? If I need to convince you, I'll come back with a nice shirt on, have a shower, aftershave on. I love it, man. You can tell from the get-go. And I knew about this, in regards to Pochettino before as well, when he was a Spurs manager. Like, he had that charisma. He does have that South American, that charisma. So I know when it comes to press conferences, I know when it comes to any interviews down the track, he will know exactly how to wow the people. So I love this. I love this little bit of, quirkiness about him, which is nice to see. Pochettino and Enzo Fernandez, it's a pleasure. I'm very proud of him. I hope that together we can win many trophies. Once again, all he's ever talking about is win trophies, and that's exactly what it needs to be. I'm looking forward to this partnership, Pochettino and Enzo Fernandez, Argentinian countrymen coming together, collaboration. This could be something. This truly could be something. And I'm penciling down Enzo Fernandez to be a future captain down the track. I know the captaincy talk is going on, which we'll get to very soon. For me, Enzo Fernandez showed clear leadership qualities last season, and I think someone like Pochettino will thrive working with Enzo Fernandez. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Pochettino says Lukaku is due back 12th, 13th July and expects him to come to his office and say hello. Just like all the new arrivals to training have done. So, yeah, Pochettino says Lukaku is due back 12th, 13th July and expects him to come to his office and say hello, just like all the new arrivals to training have done. Look, let's see what happens, man. I hope 12th, 13th, we still got about 4 or 5 days left. Can we find a deal with Inter Milan? Onana is on the verge of making a move to Man United, so Inter Milan will be assured with a lot of money over there, and we'll touch up on Onana as well down the track. Let's, from straight away, as soon as they bag that money for Onana, let's get Lukaku out the door. I'm expecting a here we go for Onana within the next 24 hours. Once again, much like the Pulisic situation, it's very close now with Onana to Man United. Lukaku, if we can avoid this meeting, that would be sensational. Honestly, I don't want this guy to come back. I don't want him to talk to Pochettino. I don't want Pochettino to have to go through this suffering. There's no need to have yourself exposed with this particular disease of a footballer. So for me, look, if we can find a solution for Lukaku soon, ASAP, before this meeting even happens, that would be much appreciated. I don't want this guy to even enter Cobham and let alone meeting Maurizio Pochettino and having a conversation. No need for that. No need. And if you are having a conversation, I hope both parties are saying to each other, yeah, good luck elsewhere. So that's how I look at it. Pochettino, we spoke yesterday to Levi and Noni. I already know Noni. I introduced myself to Levi. Good to see. I think he knows Noni from Spurs Academy days. I believe Noni Madueke is a Spurs Academy player. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain he's a Spurs Academy player. Lewa Colwell, he's introduced himself. I hope that conversation went well. I hope Pochettino gave him some sort of confidence that, hey, we are noticing you. We are noticing what you did in Brighton. We are noticing what you're doing in Euros under 21s, and you will play a big part in my team. I hope that's the message from Pochettino, and I hope Lewa Colwell, hopefully feels a lot of confidence off the back of this conversation, if that is what they talked about. I'm hoping that's exactly what Pochettino talked about. And of course, with Noni Madueke, Pochettino knowing him from previous tenure at Spurs, hopefully there could be something there as well. And Noni Madueke would be buzzing to work under Mauricio Pochettino. Pochettino, I trust Paul, Laurence, and the owners to give me the tools to be competitive. Look, as I've said all throughout this particular transfer window, as soon as the season ended and the transfer window started and we started talking about all of this stuff, I have to say, our new board that was created back in January, they have not done anything wrong in this particular window. Everything has been spot on, less chaos, more structure, organization, and execution to the T. Christian Pulisic, now we got a here we go for him. Like the amount of players we got rid of, and the amount of players we're still going to get rid of. And even with the Caicedo situation, I think we're playing it well. I truly do. I know we want to make a move quicker, but Brighton will try and squeeze out as much as money as they can. So far, I like this, less chaos, like the non-chaotic situation as opposed to previous windows where it was too much for me. Like, honestly, too much for all of you guys, the way we were moving, trying to hijack this, trying to hijack that. I think right now we're moving in the right direction. And Pochettino is right. Yeah, I'm confident that Pochettino will be given a solid team to work with come the season, Premier League season starting. Pochettino, we have quality and we're going to add more quality. Yeah, I absolutely believe that. I don't think after Caicedo it's going to be over. Obviously, we've already got in Nicholas Jackson. I think after Caicedo we may add one more midfielder, maybe an attacking type of a midfielder, and perhaps we may get, I don't know, maybe a striker. We'll see what happens in that regard. I don't think we're going to get a goalkeeper, but yeah, I'm fully on board that we will add more quality on top of. And I think this is what we need to really realize. We have quality. A lot of people in the fan base tend to think, "Oh no, man, we're not ready." No, we've got a lot of quality. We had quality last season as well. It was a bizarre, abysmal season. It shouldn't have happened. Last season shouldn't have happened. We had quality. We still have quality. And we're just adding more to it now. So fantastic to see. Fantastic to see. Mauricio Pochettino will decide the new captain. There is a theory that Silva will get the nod with James as vice. Look, Thiago Silva is a no-brainer for me. Most experienced player, absolute leader, knows exactly, he's seen it all, right? He's seen it all. And I think with a lot of young players that we have, he's going to be a role model. And this is the perfect, this is the right decision, in my opinion, Pochettino to give it to Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva's job not only will be to galvanize the squad and make sure that everything is quite tight-knit and we are focused as a unit, but also build the next leader as well. If Silva, if this is going to be his last season, who knows, maybe he might get another season on top. His son has a 2-year contract at Chelsea Academy, so he may stick around until his son finishes up or even continues with Chelsea Football Club. So we'll see. It all comes down to Silva's desire to keep playing, his fitness level. Can he make it till Copa America, another one? Who knows? Maybe another World Cup. I don't know. We'll see. But the other job for Thiago Silva will be to groom the next captain, and potentially it could be Reece James. But don't disregard Enzo Fernandez. We'll see how Enzo Fernandez goes throughout this new season. Reece James flew to Dubai after the season had ended, geared towards warm weather training, and has worked with a personal trainer. This has not gone unnoticed, and it is the type of example Pochettino likes to see being set. I love it, man. I love it. Reece James going up above and beyond to ensure that, one, his body stays fit for the upcoming season, and two, that he's there. He's physically ready to go full steam when the season starts. We got no room for error. We got no margin for stuffing up another season. We cannot have what we did last season. We've got to rectify that in a sensational manner as well. So I like to see this. And with Reece James, look, it'll be interesting because with Malo Gusto, there's going to be proper competition, number one, and also it might even give Reece James an opportunity to maybe explore other positions like the defensive midfield position. We'll see. There shouldn't be the pressure for Reece James to play every single game for Chelsea Football Club. not that many games to go about anyway, but there could be certain times where he may be given an opportunity in the defensive midfield position. So we'll see what happens there. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, now some transfer news. Strap yourself in. Christian Pulisic to AC Milan. Here we go. Deal in place between clubs as Chelsea accepted conditions of final bid. Personal terms agreed weeks ago as the player only wanted Milan, pushing for this new chapter, medical travel being scheduled. So yeah, we already knew that personal terms was always agreed with AC Milan. He always wanted to go to AC Milan, fancied Serie A more than any other leagues out there. Quite a lot of Chelsea contingencies over there, so he's gonna feel comfortable being in that environment. I can't wait. I can't wait to see him go and play there, and I'll probably adopt AC Milan as my Champions League team. There is no Champions League team for us, no Chelsea Football Club next season in the Champions League or in Europe, period. So AC Milan will be a nice club to follow in the Champions League. And look, man, I thank him for his services, for what he's done, especially in that Project Restart. I won't forget, he was electric, along with Olivier Giroud and Willian as well was fantastic. Even Mason Mount as well in that Project Restart. But Christian Pulisic was an absolute standout for Frank Lampard. Look, obviously there's been some shenanigans throughout. His father, social media, online, this, that, the other, the book that he wrote. I mean, that was a bit mad. And of course, the injuries, the plethora of injuries, the stop-start Chelsea career, it just didn't work out. But overall, there's not any major animosity towards him. He needed to be freed from Chelsea. Chelsea needed to be freed from him, and now both can move forward and look at different pastures in life. Excellent relationship between Chelsea and AC Milan was crucial to get Pulisic done deal today. Player was pushing since Monday to join Milan, not considering any other clubs or destination deal worth more than 20 million with add-ons. Paul instantly and Laurence Stewart. Here's a standing ovation for you sitting down. I hope you appreciate that. You guys have done a madness. 20 million is what I wanted. If you guys remember, AC Milan came in with 14 million. That was their first bid. Not written, verbal bid, but we ended up getting what we wanted. And it's going to be more than 20 million with add-ons. So fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted. Ruben Loftus-Cheek style of deal. So great to see. After Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic also done. And yeah, look, the relationship between Chelsea and AC Milan, hopefully, now that we've sent so many of our players there, hopefully it sets us up for Mike Maignan, down the track for a goalkeeper. We didn't get Onana, no problems. I know I've been absolutely all over Onana. I wanted him in recent times a lot, especially after the Champions League final. For me, always it was Mike Maignan as the number one selection. But when we were told that AC Milan are not looking to sell Mike Maignan, all focus was on Andre Onana. But look, I'm not too perturbed. I'm going to get to the Onana situation very soon. Mike Maignan, if we can get him down the track with the relationship we've built with AC Milan, that will be fine and very much justified. All right, before we touch up on the Onana thing, I don't want to take up too much of this time because I know we're all fed up about talking about Mason Mount and how much of a non-proper Chelsea he really is. So I don't want to delve too much. I'm just going to present this particular tweet and let you guys let me know how you feel about it. As I said, I don't want to take too much time on this. Look at this. Look at this. There's a video that's circulating around of Tony Mount and Mason Mount in Man United's dressing room. And this is the transcript of that particular video. Mason's dad, Tony, Mason, this dressing room, man, homemade, home. Who would have thought, when I brought you up here as a little boy? Mason, I know, special innit? I'll let you comment. Chelsea are working on Caicedo and are not worried about other clubs. Direct talks ongoing. Feeling is Chelsea will bid once they know it will get accepted. No clarity still on final price tag. Look, this is what I said in recent times, and Fabrizio Romano has just clarified that to the T. There are no other clubs, so we don't need to worry that someone's going to come in and sweep in and take Caicedo away from us. Caicedo, I'm fully in belief that he will be a Chelsea player. Fully. Before my voice goes away. fully believe Caicedo will be a Chelsea player. So I'm not worried about that one bit. Yeah, the sticking point at the moment is the price, the structure, the payment structure and whatnot. But I'm sure Chelsea will eventually find a solution. We are now 2 neck deep on this particular matter for it to screw up. 2 neck deep. We cannot. Brighton can't pull away from this. We can't pull away from this. We have to find a solution, and I'm hoping we find a sensible solution. Look, at the moment, I just want the player to come to Chelsea Football Club ASAP and be part of the preseason, especially the US tour. We'll see what happens. Fabrizio always said 80 to 85 million, even though, right now he's saying that no clarity is still on the final price tag. Obviously, with Declan Rice being at 105 million, that transaction between Arsenal and West Ham, it's created a bit of a benchmark, created a bit of chaos. But let's see what we are capable of doing in this scenario for Caicedo. So yeah, that's a little bit of update in regards to Caicedo. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Man United are now really close to signing Andre Onana. Positive round of talks. Final bid to arrive soon. Then done deal. Told deal will be sealed by the end of next week. Personal terms agreed. Man United want Onana to travel for USA preseason tour. So look, he's going to be a Man United player. A lot of Chelsea fans are very irate, very upset. Look, this is my final thought on this. Even I got a bit annoyed in the beginning, but then I quickly realized, I think there's a reason why Chelsea pulled away from this. I truly think this player probably didn't want Chelsea Football Club. As soon as there was the interest from Man United, he only wanted Man United for a few reasons. One, Erik ten Hag. He knows that manager inside out. The manager knows this player, this goalkeeper, inside out. So it's a match made in heaven for them, right? So they can come together and work together again. Man United are in Champions League, that's an added bonus. So, I don't think he ever really wanted to come to Chelsea Football Club. I think if there wasn't any interest from Man United, maybe there could have been a potential opportunity there. But the fact that we moved away from this deal so quickly, it kind of tells me that we figured it out, that there's no point in beating around the bush if this particular goalkeeper is never interested. So look, I'm not upset with Chelsea Football Club. You can only do what you can do. If the player is never interested to join you, then we have to move on. We cannot force people to come and join us. And we can understand the links between Onana, Erik ten Hag, and Man United. So it is what it is. Man United truly get a fantastic goalkeeper. They can play out from the back. This guy at times acts like a register. So he's a serious goalkeeper. Not only is good in his shot-stopping ability, but if you have a decent defense in front of him, he becomes that much formidable. He commands his box, but it's what he does with the ball. He can literally play as a deep-lying sort of midfielder, which is crazy. You heard what Pep Guardiola said, right? It's very hard to press, Inter Milan when you have a goalkeeper like this who can always, release that stress with those line-breaking passes, sometimes even the long passes. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We move. We just have to hope that Kepa Arrizabalaga does the trick for us next season, man. And I hope, Pochettino could get something out of him. Ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much brings us till the end of the show. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. Once again, thank you to each and every one of you guys. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, all the love, all the support you guys show to this channel, it's really appreciated. I never take it for granted. So thank you so much. Let's move towards 25,000. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live stream tomorrow. Till then, see ya.